Usually takes me hours or even days to learn one single skill. But you know, I think I got too comfortable recently, and I'm not sure if I like being that way. Well, that's why I decided to learn 24 skills in 24 hours. Starting from now. Skill number 1, ping pong trick shot. The goal is to spin the ball mid-air, then hit in the net, so that the ball rolls sideways and it's basically impossible to catch. And well, I already knew I wasn't great at ping pong, but I actually started worse than expected. Then I realized I had to give a lot of spin to the ball before hitting it across the table. And after a while, I was actually making progress. If it didn't touch my side of the table, I was perfect. And I have no idea how, but just a few more tries later, I actually got it. Yes! Let's go! Let's go! We're actually early. Next one. So I got the first skill in a decent time, but I knew I had to get as many skills as possible as long as I was fresh. Starting with juggling 3 juggling pins. Skill 3, the buttercup kick challenge. Skill 4, this trick right here that doesn't have a name. I gotta place 4 coins on my elbow, straight in my arm, and catch them before they touch the ground. Ah, 3. Yes. Let's go. Well, I got the buttercup and the coin trick pretty fast, but I haven't been that lucky with the juggling. Alright guys, I'm wasting way too much time on this. I want to try a few different skills and then we're gonna get back to this later. Well, not the greatest start, guys. 2 hours in and I had already felt a skill. And also considering all the other ones coming up later in this video, I couldn't afford to waste more time. Skill number 5, Zippo trick. Specifically, that one. And what happened next was exactly what I needed. I got it. I'll take it. Skill number 6. This is the ladder challenge. And I regret even trying that. Had to go 5 steps up and 5 steps down. But at the beginning, I was struggling to balance on the ladder and even get beyond the first step. Then I also started thinking. And I thought, what if I just moved faster? And simply by doing that, I got halfway there. 1, 2, 3, okay. And after that, I only had 2 steps to go. But then something catastrophic happened. Well, maybe that's too dramatic. I realized that if I went beyond the 3rd step, I would simply hit my head against the ceiling. Easy fix, I kept trying outside. And at the very first attempt, I somehow managed to get to the 4th step. And that was a 4. And that was a 4. And then the next one got even better. I touched the 5. Now I needed to go back down, which is easier said than done. The grass is so wet and these steps are getting extremely slippery. But even with that, the next attempt, I managed to get to the 5th step and go 2 steps down. That was 2 down for the first time. We're getting there. Not sure why, but something just clicked. And apparently, going fast is the solution. You know, in case you find yourself balancing on a ladder. Yes. I was getting there. I kept trying to combine balance and speed. And with that, I got it. 5 skills done, 19 skills left. Skill number 7 is a football trick. The problem is that the ladder had me tired already. And it's called... And I was kinda starting to lose concentration. I don't remember how it's called. One thing is certain, it's not an easy one. You need to flick the ball up and then do one around the world after that. My legs didn't want to, but I started trying. And at first, I couldn't get the ball high enough. The only way I could spin my right leg around the ball and then kick it back up, I had to lift it higher. Italian blood. Please come out. Well, that was too high, but I mean, it was progress. Now I only needed to spin my leg around the ball. And at the next attempt, I actually managed to do it. Yes! Yes! Problem is that I completely forgot about my right foot. Meaning, if I could just repeat the movement, avoiding to touch the ground with my right foot, I had it. Now the last step is basically all about balance. Almost. I slightly touched it. And after just a few more tries, I got it. Here we go. Here we go. Now it was good. At this point, I was dead. I wasn't even 1/3 of the way through the challenge. And by the time I ate and rested, I realized I basically only got 6 skills in 6.5 hours. So as we were getting picked up for the next location, I was officially running late. I wanted to continue right away with the next ones, but there was one little thing holding me back. Actually 3. 17 hours, 27 minutes left. I need to try the juggling again.
And to my surprise, I actually had a pretty good start.
Whoa, that was actually close. That was the closest attempt. Yes, go, we're gonna get it.
But after trying for a while, it was clear that I was still really far.
I lost it. Guys, I challenge you to try this. Like, this is insanely hard.
And I basically just wasted another 15 minutes.
I'm gonna stop for a while, once again. We're gonna try this later. I need to rush, I need to do all the other stuff.
17 hours and 18 skills left. It was not looking great.
Alright guys, skill number 8, 1/3 of the challenge.
I needed to balance a ball on my head like a football player. Or a seal. For at least 5 seconds.
That was literally the best I could do right now.
It's not a news, but I'm generally optimistic when I start these challenges. Once again, I thought I was gonna get it easily. But apparently this one looks way easier than it really is.
That wasn't bad. It's all about feeling the ball. If you understand where it's going, you can move accordingly and stop it.
But luckily, it only took just a few more tries to finally balance the ball for 5 seconds. Like, exactly 5.
Let's go!
Skill number 9, jumping rope trick. The goal was 3 spins in a single jump, backwards. I started with 1 spin, and even that was pretty weird. And when I got more comfortable with it, by jumping higher, I actually got 2 spins. 3 spins though, I had no idea how to get there. I couldn't jump any higher, so I tried moving the rope faster by twisting my wrists instead of moving my entire forearm. And even though I was kinda dead at this point, by doing that, I was somehow getting close. I kept jumping as high as possible while twisting my wrists. And eventually...
Yes! I got it!
No
way.
time to celebrate though, I was still running late.
Skill number 10. In the past I learned to open a bottle using a piece of paper, but now I want to try something even cooler. I want to learn to open a bottle using a bottle. What I think is that you need to keep the bottles this way and then kick the bottom one. Listen, I only got 2 bottles, so I'm scared.
And with absolutely no time to go buy another one, I basically had 1 chance. That is exactly what I needed. So I moved as fast as possible to the next one.
Let's go!
And even though I didn't want to, I had to try the juggling again. And so, for what I hope to be the last time, I started. And this time, I actually got 3 juggles pretty fast.
That was the first, kinda good.
But what happened next was either luck or progress.
Woo!
I was progressing every single time.
Oh, almost 8! Come on, I'm getting there! Come on, I'm getting there!
But then at the attempt 347, I don't know, I'm just guessing, I got juggle after juggle. The only problem is that I was so focused that I forgot to count. And then I heard my friend reacting.
Yes!
And after checking the footage, I realized that before missing the last spin, I successfully got 9.
I got it! I got it! Let's go to the other ones.
That was definitely the hardest one so far. But I still had a few pretty hard skills in the next 15 hours, so I had to get moving fast. Skill number 11, single hand juggling. And luckily, this was actually pretty easy. I just had to try a few times to get used to the motion, and then it's all about keeping repeating the same movement over and over.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Legend says he's still juggling.
Next one.
11 skills done, 13 skills left. Had to get moving fast.
Skill number 12. I want to try to ollie with a fingerboard.
Skill 13, card trick. Skill 14, bartender trick.
You see that? So this is the first card of the deck right here. All right. Now this is the card of the deck. All right. Okay. Let's go. Yes! Let's go.
Well, that was insane progress. I got 3 skills in less than 1 hour. And I wanted to keep this pace going. Skill number 15.
Oh my god, this is dangerous.
Balancing on a basketball for 10 seconds. Like, is this even a skill? Anyways, I had to do it. And at the beginning, I was being extra careful. I was convinced my ankles were gonna break if I fell out of the ball. But then, when I realized that wasn't gonna be the case, I started gaining more confidence. And also my balancing time increased a lot. Fast forward a few minutes, my ankles were still there, and at the 5th attempt, by spreading my arms to keep the balance and simply relaxing a lot, I actually managed to get to 10 seconds.
Yes! Yes! Next one!
Skill number 16.
Truck stand on a bike. You know what's the problem? I don't have a bike. I forgot the bike.
So I tried to rent the closest one I could find. And luckily, it wasn't too far away. Goal, balancing on the bike for 10 seconds.
With this bike.
And obviously, at first, I had no idea what I was doing.
Come on.
I had zero technique. So then I tried using my other leg for extra balance. And it actually got better.
Alright, this is working. I need to keep one leg out. That's working, that's better.
But I was still falling off way too fast. I realized my legs were super tense because I was trying to stop the bike from moving at all. But what I needed was the opposite. I had to relax and let the bike move. And as soon as I did that...
Yes! 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 Tell me what's 10 seconds. Tell me what's 10 seconds. It was 8 seconds. Come on.
But I was really close now. So, by using my leg to balance, while allowing the bike to move a little bit, I got the best attempt so far. And this time, it's been actually enough.
That was it! That was it! Yes, go! I'm leaving this bike, and then we're gonna move to the next one.
But there was one tiny problem. The sun was going down.
I am absolutely destroyed. This is gonna be interesting. 12:56 left.
And now I had to learn the half bar spin.
A bar spin should be this. And half bar spin is this, and going back to the original position.
Honestly, this one didn't look hard at all, but I'd learned that pretty much any object with wheels was gonna try and hurt me for some reason. And my theory was about to be proved once again.
Look at me get it.
I swear that felt way scarier in POV than what it looks. I think I was going too fast, so I slowed down, I tried again, and this time I actually got half of the trick. And even though I was actually kinda scared, and I got bad memories of this, I committed myself and twisted the bar both ways as fast as I could.
Yes! Yes, go! Next one. I need to juggle 10 times, but with this ball.
So I had to beat this one fast, mainly because I had no idea what to expect from the next one. But things got off to a pretty bad start. I was just so tired from all the other skills.
The biggest problem with this is that it's not rounded.
Then after that, I got a few pretty good attempts.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And although my tired legs were failing me, I wasn't giving up. Commitment is the way, which meant absolutely running for it, if I had to. And after a while, this happened.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10! Yes, go! Alright, now we're gonna show you the next one, which is absolutely insane. And it's waiting for us right there.
And I don't think you guys were ready for this. I definitely wasn't.
I'm gonna try to ride a bull.
Of course I didn't pick a real animal, but these mechanical bulls look absolutely insane. They are basically designed to make you lose your balance and kiss the ground. The one I'm gonna be facing has 5 levels of difficulty, and my goal was lasting at least 10 seconds with the hardest one. And after checking the controls, I was excited to start. Kind of. I've never been on top of a bull, you know, so I tried to hold on to anything I had, which was in this case a single rope. My girlfriend Elena, who's controlling the bull, couldn't wait to see me suffer, and she was gonna eventually achieve her goal. But for now, level 1, 2 and 3 were totally fine.
Way too easy.
Like, they were seriously easy. And that's why I was expecting level 4 to be slightly harder than those. I was wrong.
What? That wasn't level 3 or 4. That was like level 27.
After that, I flew around a few times, landing on my face, but then I somehow managed to stay on top of the bull with level 4 for 10 seconds.
10 seconds level 4, and it was already extremely hard. I'm gonna try level 5.
Well, as you might expect, this has been a struggle. Terrible experience, I wouldn't recommend it. But it was at least for me. Elena was having the time of her life.
She's gonna try it later, and then I'm gonna maneuver it. Yeah. I'm gonna get it.
And then, after probably 1 hour of struggles, I actually managed to stay on top of the bull with level 5 for 10 seconds straight.
That was 10 seconds! That was 10 seconds!
And then I forced Elena to try it.
It's easy, eh? It's easy, right?
And after that, I was ready to move to skill 20.
I'm gonna try to open a bottle used in a glass. The trick is called sabering a champagne bottle. You gotta hit a specific point of the bottle if you wanna open it. I usually use a sword, but I can't go around with a sword. And I thought it would be even more insane to use a glass. But then as I was getting this shot of the bottle, this happened. Non ci credo.
No.
Non ci credo.
Come che hai fatto?
Si è aperta da sola. It opened. Honestly, I couldn't wait to end this challenge, and that was a setback. But I bought a new bottle on my way home, and right away, this happened. Alright, let's get the other ones. I went back home at 8:42 p.m. and then I made the worst possible mistake I could have made. I ate, and then I spent 2.5 hours trying to convince myself to actually start this video. So here we are. Skill 21, drawing a perfect circle on paper. And I think it should be something like, my brain stopped working right now. So I tried, and my first circle was actually okay, but it wasn't perfect. Honestly, I was expecting much worse than that. The trick is to hold the side of your hand against the paper and only move the paper. I am so tired. I honestly wasn't sure if I could get this in that mindset, but when I realized that these skills were the only thing between me and my bed, I surprised myself. Let's go, guys. Let's go. 3 skills left. 2 skills left. I have absolutely no energy left. And I got the worst possible skill that I could have. I need to do 5 one-handed push-ups. I got one chance because I'm not gonna be able to do any other push-ups other than the ones I'm about to do. Let's do them. But unfortunately, my first attempt was sabotaged by Cookie. Cookie is my cat, but I had to keep going. And at the second attempt, I got it. 2 skills left. Let's get them. Skill number 23. Skill number 23 was gonna be dice stacking, but on top of a bottle. And after a few minutes convincing myself to do it, I started. And well, it turned out that in terms of stacking dice, I'm actually pretty decent. The bottle part was the problem. I kept trying over and over, and nothing was working. And at this point, it was 2 a.m. and I had no energy or brain left. I'm desperate. I cannot. I can't. But I will. Then I realized that because I was using a random cup, a stack of 5 dice was higher than the cup itself. And so it would have been impossible to stack and balance them. So this time, I tried with 4. I focused on being gentle and actually using the cup to hold the dice up. I don't think that's cheating, right? But anyways, this time, at 3 a.m., it actually worked. I couldn't believe it. 23 skills down, 1 skill left. And that one stood between me and my bed. The trick I'm talking about is called full twirl. It looks pretty complicated, especially to me at 3 a.m. So we checked a few videos to understand what I had to do to get it. And it turns out you basically just gotta roll the handles through your fingers. It's simple, but really hard. Mainly because my fingers were disconnected from my brain at this point. But still, after trying for a while, I was actually making progress. For the next 40 minutes, I kept getting better. And even if Cookie gave up, I kept falling asleep and then come back to life. And although I dropped the knife a few times, which is painful, I tried to make the movements a little bit faster every single time. And I actually started believing I was close. And then, with the last bit of energy I had left, I actually got it. Yes!